And I'm switching hats. Dust gone, Dawn off heroes. Dust on JC here. Welcome back to Youmacon Vlog 2 Reflection, whatever it is. Let's get started. Before I start the video, I would like to give a shout out to my friends over at Order of Insanity. I'm sorry, but they're basically a new YouTube channel, and they're trying to get started on videos, and they're doing like TV rundowns and stuff, and a lot more to come. So I'll leave a link to them down below in the description. Check out their content. They did a really well job doing their first video, especially for the first, cause if they're doing that well for the first in the first video, imagine how it's gonna be like years down the line. Anyway, so let's get started. I forgot to mention, my Dipper hat actually came with this Gravity Falls postcard, which is pretty cool, and also came with Stambucks. And my friend Sarah has a Stambucks right now, I believe. So yeah. So basically, I woke up excited to go back to Youmacon because again I was just hype all over the place. So I woke up first. I had to drop my mom had to drop my sister off at dance class, and we went to T-Mobile, and then we went to T-Mobile because my phone was acting pretty glitchy. Like I'm get this quick and over with, but basically 2 weeks before Youmacon, like 1 or 2 weeks, I woke up, 5 apps were gone. I couldn't open up Kick, so I'm like, what is happening? And then idea popped in my head. Let me go to the Play Store, uninstall these apps, uninstall Kick, and install these apps back, and reinstall Kick. So then my app store's gone. The Play Store is gone. So I was like, I showed my mom, and she's like, yeah, it's time for you to get a new phone. So we eventually went to T-Mobile. And I got the Note 4, which I'm using to record right now, and it records pretty well. Pretty well. And so, but I still want to upgrade to that camcorder. Anyway, after we left T-Mobile, we headed down to Youmacon, and I was there before my cosplay partner. I was there probably like an hour and a half before her. I got there around like 12:30ish, something around that. So I went downstairs, and I saw these guys cosplaying as Spider-Man, and they were holding up a sign that said "Batman sucks," and so I sent that to my friend Alex, and because he's a big Batman fan, and Spider-Man, my favorite superhero of all time. I was wearing a shirt yesterday in yesterday's vlog too, but he just read and didn't even bother to respond. I guess he was too mad, and my dad was. And I showed my dad, and he got mad because of that too. But we'll get to him because he was actually there at Youmacon the next day. But we'll get to that in the next video. So I decided to hang out with my friends Ricky and Rhea. Ricky, by the way, he's a part of Order of Insanity. And also another thing, if you want to see my pictures from Youmacon 2015, I'll put a link down in the description for my Instagram page, and you can follow me if you want to. I also post my Twitter and stuff. So, yeah. But back to the story. We, basically, we were down in the food court. And I didn't eat because I wasn't really hungry at that point. But, my friends ate. And, I decided to play around with my new phone. Because, I just got a new phone. And Note 4, I gotta say, it's pretty cool. So, eventually, after they left, I stood there for, like, a couple minutes. But then I eventually left to go upstairs to the June Snow panel, the guitarist for Crush 40. So basically, well, the question I was going to ask him, but it was probably already asked. Well, it was asked, but I should have knew that it was probably already going to be it was already going to be asked. So I told them. So they said the question was, when do you guys think you'll be in the next Sonic game? And he said only time will tell where it will be in the next Sonic game. And so I asked them 2 questions. My first question was, what was their initial reaction of Sonic Generation when it was first told to them, and what levels did they want to see come back. And he said that, excuse me, he said that he he was excited to work on to maybe like work on some old tracks from Sonic Generation, like the Open Your Heart remix from the Perfect Chaos Boss Battle and Generation. By the way, Generation is my favorite Sonic game of all time. But he said he wanted to see Mel Harbor return, and it would have been nice to see Mel Harbor return, but like I like the return of Cityscape more. So, anyways, after my second question was why were there so many different versions of his world, and he said that it was so many different versions because Sega kind of employed them to do a lot of different. I don't remember the exact answer, but to employ them to do like find other people. Like he found Zebrahead for two of the versions of his world. Crush for and he did his with the vocalist of Crush 40. So basically that was it for the Q&A. And then after that it was we took a group selfie. It was so cool. I left, and then soon after my cosplay partner arrived, and I just gotta say, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but I will. But next convention, me and her are carpooling there because it'll be best to get there at the same time. So basically, we hung out at Renaissance Fair for a while, but then we chose to go to the People Mover and go to Kobo, which is where the dealers hall was at, where we got to buy stuff. And I saw my friends Jesse and Cameron. And Jesse, he was just in his gray hoodie, and Cameron, she did a really nice job at her garden cosplay. It was pretty cool. But we then took the People Mover over to Kobo, and then eventually split off into the dealer's room. I went with Sarah, and Jessica Cameron, they went with each other. And so after that, we decided to go shopping. And so what I did, I brought her this necklace. And it said Yandere on it. And well, I'll get to that in a minute, but then she brought me these she got two of these posters, but they weren't the same. I don't exactly remember which one was it, but like she got me this Spider-Man one and this Sonic one. And as you guys can tell, I'm a huge Sonic fan and a huge Spider-Man fan. Yeah, pretty crazy, and obviously a huge Bradley Fox fan. And she got me these two manga, Genshiken Volume 1 and Volume 2. Unfortunately, I didn't read because it's Genshiken's second season, and I was like, dang it. But I'm still gonna read this. I'm not gonna let this go to waste. But I heard good things about this manga, and can't wait to check it out. I don't remember the exact two poster thingies. These posters were actually they're actually created by the guy who's selling them in the they actually are created by him, the guy who was selling them in the dealer's hall. He made all this art, and it was really cool. And I gave him a compliment because of course this is amazing, and you could pass this off as real art. I mean, it is real art. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like real, like officially made by the company, like officially made by Marvel or Sega. But anyways, let's forget that happened. So, funny thing about her Yandere necklace, we saw her friend Peyton. I always get them two confused. Saw our friend Peyton, and I met him for the first time. I've talked to him through text, but I haven't met with him in person. But he seems pretty cool, and he actually kind of got scared when she showed him the Yandere necklace. But so we met back up with Jesse and Cameron, and eventually Jesse decided. Eventually, Jesse, he had a tournament, I believe, to enter. So we also decided to go over to the Renaissance Center with him. And then we eventually as soon as we got over there, we eventually split our separate ways, and me and her went down to the food court because we were hungry, and I decided to pay for lunch. We got, I believe it was Coney Island, and we shared fries. It was hamburger, and then we both had hamburgers. Yeah, yeah. If you're wondering if it felt like a date, it did feel like a date, but that's besides the point. After that, what happened? What happened after that? Like soon, we didn't we just continued to walk around Renaissance Center. We went to the game room. Saw my friend Sherrod. Sherrod, sorry for not hanging out with you that much that day. But it's all good. We hung out with game room, but unfortunately, it was kind of tedious trying to play games in there because there was no hardly any space like available. Like every game was taken, and we didn't have our own controller for the console games. Because what happened at Youmacon, what they were doing is that you had to bring the consoles were provided, and you had to bring your own controller. So, and they, of course, they had I was playing Smash, I believe. I played Smash later after she left, but I was playing Smash, I believe, on that Friday. Smash Wii U, and then I played Melee later on that day. They didn't have Project M there, I don't believe. So yeah, that kind of was a bummer. But I didn't really care. I liked Smash 4 and Melee. But as I said, soon she left, and soon after she left, I decided to go charge my phone, and my friend Luke came out of the Renaissance Ballroom, and he's asked me if I liked RPGs, and I said, yeah, I like RPGs. I want to play some more RPGs, but I like RPGs, and he said that they were having a panel on RPGs, and it was called Guess That's RPG Tune. And so, I eventually went to the panel and, saw him in it. And, basically, I didn't win, but you had to guess the RPG tune. And so, of course, like, I didn't know most of them. But, I, like, the select few that I knew, everybody knew. So I couldn't answer. So, like, once they started playing Kingdom Hearts, and I was about to raise my hand, but it was too late. And I did recognize Xenoblade Chronicles. And I actually said, as a joke one time, I raised my hand and said Cory in the House. Because, Cory in the House, best anime ever. I'm really pushing for a Cory in the House panel next year at Youmacon. Wherever anime convention, Cory in the if there's a Cory in the House panel, I'm there. Let me know in the comments if you know any anime convention that's having a Cory in the House panel soon. Because I'll be there. So then I eventually decided to chill in the game room afterwards. And then I got picked up, and it was pretty much it. It was pretty much it for Saturday. Saturday was fun. I say Friday was a little bit better. But like I got to spend more time with Sarah this Saturday, but she had to leave at 7. She had to leave at around like 7:30, which was kind of a bummer, but it was still cool. I was still hanging out with her majority of the day, so like about 6 hours. Anyways, that is it. That's it for Youmacon Reflection Vlog Day 2. And I'll be back with day 3 tomorrow. So that's gonna dawn off, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.